You always hate going to the airport, the long lines, the endless wait at check-in, and the super busy terminals. Really, everyone hates it. And let's not forget paying 10 euros for a drink while you're waiting for your probably overpaid flight. Meanwhile, do you notice that some people are following a sign that reads Sky Priority, allowing them to skip the entire line, and you see them again at boarding, skipping the line again? That's why in this video we're looking into Flying Blue, the loyalty program of Air France and KLM, so you can follow that red sign too, as well as making flying cheaper. Flying Blue is essentially the loyalty scheme that revolves about two things. 1. Miles, and 2. Status. Let me explain. What if I told you that you can actually fly for free? Okay, almost free. That's one of the aspects of Flying Blue. Here's how it works. When you fly with Air France, KLM, or any partner airline, you earn something called miles. The only thing you have to do is enter your loyalty number when booking. There are a couple of ways to earn miles. With Air France and KLM, you earn miles based on your status and how much you pay for a ticket. With a partner airline, you also earn miles, but based on booking class, which is kind of how much you spend on a ticket, but not entirely, and you multiply that with the distance you've flown. As a rule of thumb, the latter method nets you more miles. Next to flying, you can connect your Flying Blue to shopping. For instance, you'll get 8 miles per euro spent on Amazon, and you can connect it to hotels. And there's also the Amex Flying Blue credit card, which gives you miles on all your spend. Summarizing, there are a lot of ways to earn miles. Now for the fun part. Spending miles. Essentially, miles can be thought of as a currency for the frequent flyer. You can exchange them for flights with Air France and KLM and their partner airlines. This means that instead of paying out of pocket for your next ticket, you can use your miles to cover the cost. But flights aren't the only thing you can spend your miles on. They also apply to practical things like seat upgrades, which can make your flight more comfortable, or covering extra baggage fees, which also can be kind of expensive. All very theoretical, so let's dive into some practical applications. In this example, I'm using wheretocredit.com to calculate how much miles I'm getting for my next flight. This month, I'll be flying to Indonesia in business class, booking class I. I had a stopover in Jeddah, so let's enter this into the calculator. As you can see, I'm getting 23,244 miles for this round trip. Now, what can we do with these miles? My favorite way to spend these miles is with promo rewards. Every month, Flying Blue has discounts on certain routes when using miles. The fares you're seeing are one-way fares. When looking at these fares, you can pretty much conclude that one intercontinental business class trip allows me to take 2 European economy round trips. And to be honest, that's pretty neat, right? Now let's talk status, which is by far my favorite topic. Status in Flying Blue, or any loyalty program for that matter, is about recognizing frequent flyers and give them some perks. So for status, you're collecting experience points, or XP, and these are pretty much the bread and butter of moving up the ladder. It's simple. The further and fancier you fly, the more XPs you're getting. But there's a catch. These XPs reset every year on your account anniversary, in contrast to miles, which get extended every time you add new miles. So if you're not flying regularly, maintaining your status can really feel like a game you cannot win. There are 4 statuses: Explorer, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Ultimate. Except for Ultimate, when you're reaching a status, your counter resets, meaning when you start from Zip, you need 100 plus 180 plus 300 is a total of 580 XP to reach Platinum. For Ultimate, I've created a short which I've linked in the description on how that works exactly. Let's break down these statuses. Explorer is what you get for signing up. You get a discount on your baggage and that's actually it, and it's worth nothing. With Silver, it gets more interesting. This level starts to introduce benefits like priority check-in and boarding, plus a free check-back, and honestly, that free check-back is kinda neat. When reaching Gold status, the perks get better. You've got lounge access and my favorite, Sky Priority. All participating airports give you priority check-in, security, and boarding when you're flying a SkyTeam member. And honestly, I think Gold is kind of the sweet spot when it comes to status. Then there's Platinum. You need a 300 XP total for it, and actually it only offers 2 things on top of Gold: a free economy comfort seating and access to the Platinum service line. Let's also look into the example I gave earlier, Amsterdam to Jakarta with a stopover in Jeddah. I can actually enter this route onto the Flying Blue website, and as you can see, this route gives me a total of 54 XP and 54 XP on the way back, pocketing a total of 108 XP, which means instant silver status. While each status level does offer increasingly attractive benefits, the value really depends on how much you travel. For occasional travelers, the effort to go beyond silver doesn't really make sense, to me at least. Status in Flying Blue is about weighing the benefits against your travel habits. Yes, there are perks, but they come at the cost of loyalty and, let's be honest, a considerable amount of spending. This also means that in the end, you might be looking more at SkyTeam flights rather than the cheapest flight because you are in that loyalty cycle. And this might not always get you the best price. So if you want to get into Flying Blue and you want to get either Platinum or Silver, remember to consider the real value of the perks, because after all, the best status is you enjoying your travel regardless of the tier. Okay, you've probably heard me mention partner airlines and thrown around the terms SkyTeam and SkyPriority. But what's all that about, really? It's fairly easy. SkyTeam is this big group of 19 airlines, including Air France and KLM. These airlines have all an agreement to handle your flight. Sometimes you can book a flight at KLM, but it turns out to be Delta or vice versa, or you might fly KLM to Atlanta only to have your next flight with Delta. The advantage of an alliance is the combination of flights that you can take and the fact that your loyalty works for all these airlines. If you're flying Blue Gold, your priority benefits also count at Delta or Garuda Indonesia for that matter. And that's where Sky Priority comes in. Ever seen those red signs at the airport? That's what you get when you've climbed up your bit in the Flying Blue ladder and you're hitting Gold or Platinum. It's supposed to fly you through check-in, boarding, and baggage drop-off. It's essentially a fast-track lane, so you're not stuck queuing forever. To summarize, we've taken a closer look at Flying Blue, the loyalty program of Air France and KLM, along with the broader SkyTeam Alliance and the Sky Priority service. Flying Blue offers a way to earn miles on flights, shopping, and more, which allows you to save up for free travel every day. But remember, the value of these miles depends on how you use them. As for status within Flying Blue, it's all about earning XPs. Climbing from Explorer to Platinum opens up a range of benefits, from priority services to lounge access. Thank you for joining me in this deep dive into the Flying Blue ecosystem. Whether you're a seasoned flyer or just starting to explore the world of airline loyalty programs, I hope you found this video helpful. Safe travels, and I see you in the next video.